Hello guys, I am Ayush and today I am here to discuss about the central bank digital currencies. So it is a very hot topic recently and I thought I should make a detailed video on it. Uh, Being a finance student, I think I will be able to explain it in much better sense. But if you're not from a finance background, it is not a reason to worry. You will also be able to get this very clearly. So let's begin. Today's agenda is what is CBDC, how it will affect you and me, and the third is how it will be going to shape up the future. So to introduce this, if we tend to think about CBDCs, its long form is Central Bank Digital Currency. So if we think about the digital currency, what comes into our mind is it a cryptocurrency? Is it cash or what is it? So it is nothing but a cryptocurrency nor cash. As every single currency note has its claim on the central bank, therefore it is a similar claim that is made by the central bank on digital currencies. So what government introduced is, as we tend to use cash format, so instead of using cash we can use the digital currencies, and that is nothing but CBDCs. So CBDCs has the same claim in digital format. It is it has a legal tender, a medium of payment, and a store of value. Okay, so it is nothing but a cash but in digital format, right? So now let us see an example how we can transfer the money from CBDCs. This is me, and I have given certain amount Mr. Tom Cruise, and now it's Tom Cruise chance of giving the digital currency back. As I have given him 10 euros, what he does is he doesn't give the 10 euros in cash. He rather transfers the same 10 euros but in digital format. So what this step is nothing but what we do in our day-to-day lives, right? We just transfer the money from phone pay, google pay, paypal, any such things. But how is it different from using the digital currencies? So it is nothing but a similar if we see on our perspectives, but it is a bit different if we see the perspective of the bank. So how is it different? Let's see through again an example. So to know it better, let's say there are two banks. One is Sparkasse and one is Commerce Bank. They are the very famous bank here in Deutschland. So what Sparkasse does is they have like 150 people have been sending money to Commerce Bank account, and similarly Commerce Bank, like 100 of people from Commerce Bank account have been sending their money to Sparkasse account, and it is a very hassle for the bank to just calculate every single payment and transfer the money at the end. So in case of updating every single transaction, what they do is they will wait for a day or a week and directly transfer the net amount at the end. So doing this, there is a lot of hassle between like calculating the amount, calculating the transactions, then settling the payments, and the money from one bank to another gets transferred after a week or a month or whatever the contract between those is. So therefore, ladies and gentlemen, here the CBDC comes into play, where we can just transfer the amount directly and the headache of the banks totally gets reduced. So there are two types of CBDCs. One is the wholesale CBDCs and another one is the retail CBDC. The wholesale CBDC is the payment system that have been used by the banks, and the retail CBDCs is nothing but the CBDC that is used by the common people like you and me. So now after getting known about what CBDC is, what are the types of CBDCs and every such things, now let us delve into how it will affect you and me. So there are so many countries that have been already adopting and introducing the CBDCs in their country. One such example is with Finland. So let's see that example. So before moving on to what Finland did, let us know more about Finland. Finland is a country that is ranked 1 in the World Happiness Index. So we can in a way say that it is the most happiest country in the world. Secondly, they have been using euros as their currency, and it is very important to know, because in the further we can look at some examples to know more about it. So let's go into the topic. So what Finland did is they have made certain smart contracts, and as we know that Finland has been giving asylum to refugees. Uh, so it is a very much headache for a country to establish these people in their society. And so what Finland did is they have partnered with a local company called Moni, and the what Moni did is they have made certain Mastercards especially for the refugees. So through that Mastercards, what happened is they have made the prices that the people will get in the subsidized way. If if the people who are seeking asylum or they're the refugees go into a supermarket and they bought something for 5 euros, and using this Mastercards for the payment, what it did is it has subsidized the prices. If he has to pay 10 euros, then the for example 7 euros could be paid by the people, the refugees, and the rest 3 euros could be paid by the government or whatever the body that is behind it. So what this smart contract did is they have increased the livelihood of the people. They have impacted it very nicely. So people can now take loans quite easily, establish their businesses or build their houses, and when the people start giving back the loans or repay their loans, the credit score of the people got increased, and it was tracked by those smart cards that they were getting, and ultimately they have established their businesses and helped in Finland's economy. So this is, ladies and gentlemen, a good way of using CBDCs, and by building the smart contracts. So after seeing the example of CBDC used in Finland, now let's see another example. As we know that the availability of money is a very big concern for few countries. Like that was a very big concern back then for Bahamas. As we know that Bahamas is a country of over 700 islands, it is very difficult to open a bank in each and every part of the country, because it is impossible to reach to every single island in a day if the money of certain bank or certain ATMs get finished. So it is not possible to provide internet to each and every corner of the country. Thus, to carry out the transactions, CBDC helped. What CBDC did is they have made the transaction hassle free, and one can just transfer the money without any internet. Okay, so for this you don't need any ATMs. So the headache of taking the money beyond the geographical limit has just came to an end. No third party apps like PayPal or Google Pay, and not even a bank account. This is a mind boggling but a very good situation how Bahamas carried out, and each and every people got the money but through the digital format. So it is another good example how CBDCs helped to the people like you and me. So after seeing the example of Finland and Bahamas, now let's see the third example, which is the payment of remittances in cost efficient manner in India. As we know that India is the most populated country in the world, and so the people are going from India to another countries to settle down and carry on their businesses. And what they do is they send their money back to India. So therefore, as India is the largest recipient of remittances in the world, that accounts to be $87 billion. This is the data that have been taken from the last financial year. So this is a very hefty amount. But the catch over here is that when the people transfer the monies, the companies that carry out these remittances charge a hefty amount, that is 3 to 4% of the total payment. And if an Indian is doing a business, or any other person who is doing a business, and he earns a profit of around 12 to 15%, the 3 to 4% he has to give to the companies that carry out these remittances, and therefore this reduces the profit margins of the businesses that want to send the large amounts. Therefore, CBDCs will not only just prevent this cost but also ensure safety, and the time of the payments will get reduced immensely. because when we carry out this transactions through other companies, they usually take 4 to 5 days to carry out those transactions. But when we introduce CBDCs, they will carry out this transfers in very cost efficient manner and also take less time of payment. Okay, so now let's see how it will be modeling the work and future. So there are three total models of CBDCs that have been carried out. In the first model, what it all about is the two central bank of the system of two countries have their own set of rules of payment, governance and technical infrastructure, but there is one private clearing system like Visa or MasterCard. So when if system CBDC of a system A has to transfer its money to CBDC system B, he has to carry out this transaction through a private clearing system like Visa or MasterCard. And let me tell you that this is the system that has been carrying out by the SWIFT payments, and when CBDCs will get introduced, this will replace this model of SWIFT payments. Okay, so now let's see at the model number 2, where the two central bank system of two countries have their own set of rules, own set of rules for payments, governance, but without a third party system as a decentralized clearing system and mutual technical infrastructure. As we seen in the model 1, where we have to introduce the Visa or MasterCard as their private the centralized systems or third parties. In the second model, we don't have to use anything, just the two countries will transfer the money from one country to another, and without any third party, but they will build a mutual technical infrastructure. This has been performed in 2019 between Singapore and Canada. Okay, so in the third model, this model is nothing but it will work under the several CBDCs. What here is this model will work between multiple CBDCs but with a single rule book, similar government arrangements and single technical infrastructure. So government of two countries will come together, they will build certain rules, governance and set of payments, and you are good to go. So these are the three models that the CBDCs will be working on. Now, as you know that the modeling of CBDC is going in a state of phase where each and every country is experimenting in their own way. So which country will clear the technological feasibility, trader desirability and market viability, only time will tell. But the country which has an upper hand in developing the CBDC blockchain is none other than China. So if China is able to bring the time of transferring money to 1 to 2 days and cost of transferring the money to 1 to 2%, it will surely rule the financial diaspora for the next 2 to 3 decades. Yes, it is that big. And these are the countries that we can see are developed, that have been developing, and that are at a pilot mode in the terms of CBDCs. So this map shows that around 109 countries have been in the progress of developing CBDCs by May 2022. So to conclude this topic, the history of money is entering a new chapter. Countries are seeking to preserve key aspects of their traditional monetary and financial systems while experimenting with the new digital form of money. It may not be easy or straightforward, but I'm confident that the bright minds of central banks can succeed thanks to their trademark resourcefulness and perseverance. Fittingly, even the great inventor Thomas Edison acknowledged that there is no substitute of hard work. And thank you everyone for listening to me, and I hope that you have got some insights of what CBDC actually is, and I hope you tend to make your own research on this topic and gain more ideas. And please share your thoughts in the comment section how you found this video, and see you in the next one. Thank you so much. And these are the sources that I have used for carrying out this research. You can see the very good, it is a very good video made by a YouTube channel called Think School. I have seen its video and made my presentation according to that. I have also read an article from Investopedia, and another one is the RBI document that has been attached in this in the description and in this presentation as well. So I hope you have gained some insights, and thank you so much for listening. Have a good day.